turning up every weekend, get lit. Nigga in church on Sunday, you can tune in and get your fix. Turn up, turn up, turn up. It's that weekly turn up, turn up, turn up. It's that weekly turn up, turn up, turn up. It's that weekly turn up, turn up.
The trauma of transition. Family, I need you to hear me today because transformation is painful, but it's necessary. It's necessary because there is more inside of you than you have acknowledged. There is a greater gifting inside of you. There's a greater talent. Yeah, you. There is a treasure in earthen vessels that God put in you. Before the dispensation of time, God put it inside of you. And I believe that we're living in a season, we're living in a time where God is now, He's placing a demand on what He's placed inside of each one of us. Because the time is now. The time is now to pull that thing that God has placed in you out of you so that it can be used for His kingdom. You are pregnant with purpose. Matters not what you've dealt with, matters not what anybody told you, matters not who's with you or who's left you. I need you to understand that you are pregnant with purpose. And this baby that you have, can't nobody have it for you. You can't get a surrogate for this. No, you are going to have to push this thing out yourself because God has trusted you with it. New chapters, family, new chapters, they can be traumatic. They can be traumatic because they require you to change your mindset. They require you to change your attitude. Sometimes they require you to even change your relationships. Why? Because, hear me, it is difficult for old relationships to survive in new chapters. It is difficult, almost impossible, for old relationships to survive and thrive in new chapters. Why? Because the old relationship was built on the foundation of the old version of you. A new house won't make a new marriage. A new car won't change bad driving habits. A new outfit won't make you a better person. But when you change your mind, when it is you can turn the page in your mind, when you can turn the page in your mind, then you can turn the page in your life. Because you can't step into your future thinking like your past. You cannot stay where you are. Now that you know better, come here, let me talk to you. Now that you know better, you cannot stay where you are. God is holding you responsible for what you know. So you've outgrown this place. It's kind of like what a baby goes through in the third trimester. Yeah, in the first trimester, Anithia, the womb is okay. In the second trimester, it's still okay for the baby to be there. But something happens around the third trimester. Around that third trimester, the place that used to be a blessing is now a curse. Because it's too small for the growth that's taking place on the inside of me. And I've come to tell you that where you were is too small for you. You have stayed in the womb of your last chapter long enough. God says you're too big for that space now. You've outgrown thinking like that. You've outgrown talking like that. You've outgrown feeling like that. It is time for you to move to the next chapter of your life.